Hello guys, welcome to the next part of learning V-Ray. In this part I'll show you how to use an HDRI image for image-based lighting and how to work with some basic material properties. So I've got this little image right here. This is a little advertisement showing you how this we have this high quality metal object here and showing us these various layers here: powder coating, galvanization, steel tube. And I think this is a good opportunity to learn how to make different types of materials really quick here. Alright, so first of all guys, let's actually model this real quick, right? So let's just go ahead and create a cylinder. I'm going to rotate it by 9 degrees. And how to get this effect, guys? Well, it's very simple. We just go ahead and select this, and we go ahead and inset that. And we go ahead and bridge that. Then we detach that as a clone. I've got that to the deal. You just click right here, detach as clone. Select a new object, and then just shell that. That's the next layer right there. And once again, just select that, detach as clone, shell, and same for the inside here, right, guys. You may want to make this, for example, maybe a little bit thicker here. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and select all this, guys. We're going to go ahead and move this out. Let's do one at a time, shall we? And real quick guys, if you are interested in modeling furniture, I have a new course on how to make a variety of objects from fancy leather couches to chairs and a whole lot more. Link is in the description. So in this video, kind of learning how to do kind of a product demonstration. Alright, let's actually rotate with 9 degrees here. Alright guys, there we go. Alright, let's set up some basic materials for this, shall we? So you already know how to use a slip material editor, how to make V-Ray your default render here. Alright, so you can right click, material, V-Ray, and let's go ahead. This is the V-Ray material right here. This is the workhorse of V-Ray. It's pretty much the most common material here. Now V-Ray does have lots of materials here, guys, but they're more like special use cases, various situations. This is like your general workhorse of V-Ray. The other ones are good for other situations here, but some are highly specialized. Now the first thing I like to do, guys, is I like to simplify this by right-clicking, hide the unused node slots, because you don't need to see all that. Next, I'm going to double-click on this icon to make this larger so you get a better preview of what's happening here. Alright guys, let's make our first material here. This kind of very dull, matte metal material, blue material here. And matte, M-A-T-T-E, just means it's not very reflective. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make this blue. So we have several settings here, guys. Pretty much reflection is the strength of the reflection. And also what colors can be reflecting. We'll just keep it white. Glossiness is how clear the reflection is. So it can be very reflective but not very glossy, or it can be a little bit reflective but highly glossy. So let's just show you right here, guys. Let's show ourselves several examples. Let's make a highly reflective material here and perfect glossiness of 1. Next, let's make highly reflective material here, but a glossiness of, let's say, 0.6. Okay. Let's make 2 more. Let's make a not very reflective material, perfect glossiness. Let's make a very reflective material, not very reflective material, with low glossiness, right? And you can get kind of a quick feel, guys, of what we're going for here. So, highly reflective, high gloss; highly reflective, low gloss; a little bit reflective, high gloss; a little bit reflective, low gloss. Alright, so judging by this color here, guys, which one do you think we should pick? Well, we don't want any of the glossy ones here, because it's not very glossy. And actually, it's kind of cool here, guys, because in this little image, it actually looks like it's getting more and more glossy as the tubes come out here. All right, so we'll kind of get to reuse this. All right, so let's go with something, guys, like this. Although let's make it less reflective here. Right, you can press. I've got X set to delete, so I just press X to delete. I can press the delete key, I think, by default on your keyboard. All right, so this would be our. I like to arrange materials here like the top one, the first one here. Alright, next guys, let's make this kind of a I don't know, gold type material here. There's lots of metals here. There's, you know, bronze, aluminum, copper, lead. All right, for this one, we make it a little bit yellow. You can even try to make it black, guys, pure black, and then just have a reflection color here. That can also work sometimes. All right, let's not make it perfectly glossy. Let's make it like maybe 0.7. All right, next one. Got this one here. We're setting back to just gray values. Make it like 0.8. And next one. It also looks a little bit bluish here. So we can perhaps make the reflection a little bit bluish. Alright guys, let's go ahead and assign the materials here. Alright, next, let's also assign subdivision. So I'll go ahead and select this, crease it. Select. Let's give this a value of like, let's say, 0.3. Then let's apply open subdiv for, let's say, like 4 iterations. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, so here's like a little our product shot. I'll press Shift F. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and maybe just decrease the size here, just so it's down here. Oh, then I'm using pure ref right here. Alright, let's kind of align the camera right here. I like to use Control Alt middle click for like fine zooming. And you know what I'll do? I'll have this kind of go off screen. So I'll essentially select this. Gonna move it off here. And now giving the kind of this kind of effect right here, guys. So you see, it's like it's being cut off here. Alright, I'm gonna press Control C to create a camera right there. P to go back to perspective view, Shift F. And I'll go over here, C, Shift F. And I'll press F3 to get rid of the wireframe view right there, guys. Alright. Alright, next is HDRI images. So we're going to go ahead and go into the lights here. Switch it to V-Ray. And then V-Ray light right here. We'll create a basic one here. Then we'll switch it to dome. Type right here, dome. We'll make it invisible. And right here where it says map, we'll click here. And so these are like your the default 3ds Max maps here. You can use these for every renderer with Arnold or V-Ray or anything else. However, you can also use specific V-Ray ones by going down here, opening this up, and using, for example, V-Ray bitmap. Navigate to where you keep your HDRI images. You can find lots of free ones or paid ones online. And I've got a very basic library here, guys, but I'll just use something like this, for example. Or maybe you can do some studio. Let's see here. Alright, we'll just use like this basic one here. Alright guys, so you can now press M to open up your material editor again. You can left click and hold and drag this into here as an instance. That means if you change something here, it'll be changed here as well in the actual dome light. First thing you do is you can actually have horizontal rotation and vertical rotation. Alright, let's go render, Shift Q. Well, it's going to initialize here. Alright guys, you're going to notice it's blown out here. Why is that? Well, because when you create a light here, like a plain light, and then you switch it to a dome light, it's still using the original multiplier here, which is 30, which is very high. Let's change it to 1. Now 30 may be fine for a plain light, but for HDRI, 1 will be just fine for the beginning. As you can see, guys, now it looks a lot better here. Alright guys, so here is our basic product, render. Very nice illumination happening here. HDRI. You can of course also change the background, but I'll just keep it dark for now. Alright guys. And of course guys, from this point on, you can change the colors, the reflection amount, the HDRI. Although here, judging by the reflection, guys, it's probably using just a plain light, so you can switch it to that. But I think just the HDRI just gives it more detail here. And you can go in here, guys, and just modify this further. Perhaps increase the glossiness. Alright. So, more things you can modify, guys. You can modify, for example, if it affects the diffuse or the specular. So, for example, let me turn off the reflections in the specular and re-render. You're going to not notice it's only illuminating the diffuse. So what I can do, guys, let's say I want to boost up the specular. Well, a very easy way to do that is I will copy this, and for this one, I'll turn off diffuse, and I'll have only specular and reflections, and I'll boost this up to 2, for example. So this bottom one, guys, is used just for the diffuse, and this top one is for the reflections, and that'll kind of boost up our reflections if we want them to be a little bit more powerful there, while not blowing out the diffuse. See? Like, let's see if I change this to 30, what kind of reflections we get. As you can see, we get very powerful reflections here. So just a nice little trick, guys, is you can turn off the specular reflections to see what that does for you. Alright guys, next, let's go ahead and rotate. Let's go ahead and rotate the HDRI a bit, and we'll see what that gives us. I like to keep my HDRI images at the top right here. Let's try, for example, 45 degrees. Let's see what that gets us. Alright, let's try 90. Alright guys, I think the diffuse is rotating, but I think the specular isn't rotating. So what I'll have to do, let me drag this one here as well, as an instance. Alright, so as you can see, because I made a copy of this, it was not actually modifying this one here, only the diffuse. So let's actually modify this one here to be like, let's say 90 as well. And now you'll notice there'll be a change in the reflections as well. See, now we're not getting that kind of reflection there of that window, we're getting this. Let's try 180. So there you go, guys. You can now just kind of modify this. This is a very cool way to, guys, quickly modify your lighting. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and take care.